You probably clicked on this video because you are a highly sensitive person or you know someone and you want to understand them better. In this video, we will explore how the neuroscience studies reveal the brain activity difference that distinguish HSPs from the rest of 80% of the population. At the end of this video, you will have a deeper understanding why HSPs are the way they are and have a better relationship with the highly sensitive person that you know. Or if you are a highly sensitive person, you'll have a better relationship with yourself and the world around you. So keep on watching. You may ask, who am I to talk about HSPs? Well, I am a highly sensitive person who is surviving and thriving in a world that is designed for the tough. And I'm here to share my real life experience, combining with the knowledge that I acquire in my own journey. As a highly sensitive person, for the greater part of my life, looking the world around me and finding myself way different makes me feel like an outsider, not understood, inadequate. Even I felt like there is something wrong with me. Maybe I'm crazy or something. And that affects my mental health, the relationship I have with the people around me, as well as my career and financial life. In the past recent years, luckily I come across to the term HSP, and the more I study and I learn about my own trait, I start better understanding myself, knowing that I'm not alone and there are so many other people out there have the same trait, makes me feel like less outsider. The more I understand my trait, the more I understand myself, which led me have better relationship with myself, the people around me, better lifestyle and career choice, and especially knowing being an HSP is not a flaw, but it is an innate trait, brings comfort and acceptance to myself. And I hope you also have comfort and acceptance of yourself by getting deeper understanding of your trait from this video. According to Professor Elaine, 15 to 20% of the population has an innate trait known as highly sensitive person, or by the scientific term, sensory processing sensitivity. The four traits that define HSPs are represented by the acronym DAS, which is D is for depth of processing, O for overstimulation, E stands for emotionally responsive and empathy, and S is for sensitive for subtle stimuli. HSPs tend to process information more deeply than others, which means we reflect on things more deeply and relate and compare to what we experienced in the past to similar things. This is due to HSPs having a gene variant in the neurotransmitter called norepinephrine. I hope I said this correct. I try to practice pronouncing it almost 10 times, so hopefully I said it correct. It gives more blood flow to the prefrontal cortex located behind the eyes, which is the area where all the deep processing or higher executive cognitive function happens, like making plans, vivid imagination, contemplation, creativity, and problem solving. It gives emotional vividness and allows one to have a richer experience in life. That's the reason why we HSPs have the ability to read between lines, have strong intuition or what we call gut feeling, and know things without knowing how we know. HSP individuals may have lower threshold for arousal in their central nervous system, which means that we can become more overwhelmed easily than other non-HSP individuals. And that's because our brain processing information in a deeper level by observing every little thing in every situation. Especially if it is complicated, intense, noisy, or cluttered, it results in an over-aroused nervous system. So HSPs are not over-aroused all the time. But because of this deep processing going on in our brain, if we are exposed to over-arousal, that can lead to fatigue, stress, anxiety, and being overwhelmed. And that's the reason why, if you notice, most HSPs, knowingly or without knowing, avoid big social crowds, have smaller circles, or in most cases, prefer to be alone. Also, because of this reason, we also need more downtime. Being in nature also helps. We also greatly benefit from calming and relaxing routines, as well as less cluttered and minimalist lifestyle. HSPs have strong emotional response to both positive and negative experiences in life, which means simple beauty or peaceful environment can easily put us to a high blissful state, but also a little bad news can bring us all the way down and make us feel sad or disappointed. So this is the reason why usually most HSPs are moved by beautiful nature or a piece of art. HSPs are also attuned to the emotions of others and may feel deeply impacted by their words, emotions, and mood. We tend to be more compassionate and empathetic, and that's due to a high brain activities happening in the central nervous system known as mirror neurons. We fire and wire the same neurons as somebody that we are watching, which allow us to deeply connect and feel their feelings. So when we see someone who's sad, we also feel sad, or if they are happy, we also feel happy. Although at times feeling everybody's emotion feels like carrying the whole burden of the world, but these also allow us to be empathetic and put ourselves on the other people's shoes and see the things from their point of view. HSPs have a high sensitivity to stimuli such as sound, smell, sight, touch, and taste. We pick up subtle cues, connections, and details that other people may overlook. That's the result of more active blood in the insula and cingulate area in the portion of the central cortex, which is also known as the seat of consciousness. This brain activity is what allow us to be aware of our inner state, emotions, and body sensations. This heightened sensitivity to the sensory stimuli makes us notice the subtle change in people and places. Because of this reason, we can clearly notice when someone is trying to lie or hide something from us, from their facial expression or the change of the tone of their voice or other subtle indicators. HSPs also can easily pick any change in their environment. For instance, the picture hanging on the wall, if it is slightly off balance or not straight, or it could be a design on a handmade cloth. Maybe one design is slightly different than the other one. We also could be annoyed by a water dripping in a toilet, someone chewing out loud, a subtle bad odor, or things like that. Not so many people can really notice. Understanding does the 4 traits that define HSPs hopefully help you and those who you interact with to appreciate and accommodate these characteristics. As we have seen in this video, research has shown the brain of HSP may process sensory inputs differently than non-HSPs, leading to a high threshold sensitivity. By recognizing and respecting this difference, individuals can better support us in managing our unique experience and thriving in this world. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find this video somewhat helpful, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Your likes and comments are well appreciated as they give the signal to the algorithm to push it to more people. And if you know other HSPs who could benefit from this video, please kindly share it to them. And finally, if you are interested in this kind of topics, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and be part of the family, because I'll be making more videos on topics that can expand our consciousness, know who truly we are, and live meaningful life. If you like this video, I'm sure you will like this one. So go ahead and check that out, and I'll see you over there. Keep shining, beautiful souls.